What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the New York Ranger franchise mode. Last episode, we went through the playoffs. Obviously, our first season, we had a President's Trophy winning season. Not too bad. Playoffs didn't really go as well as it was kind of reverse of 2017 season. We played Montreal in the first round. We had the home ice advantage, and we beat them 2 games, and then they ended up winning 4 straight. But in 2017, we actually won 3 straight to beat them. But Montreal, we've beaten Montreal the past 2 times. I think we played them, and I think the hockey gods are trying to bless Montreal with some playoff success, and also maybe a Canada team to win the Stanley Cup, which finally Calgary did. Another Canada team finally won, I think, the first time since '93. So as we sit here, we did re-sign our RFAs. Philip Hedl, Ryan Lindgren. We let Ryan Strome go. We let Jack Johnson go. But now taking a look at some players we have now. We have Tony Angelo, who's an 87, which is unbelievable. He's an 87. He's 70-point basically defenseman. And then some guys who, because next offseason is going to be very, very busy. Tony Angelo is the Bagogen, Raquel, Buchnevich, Kako, Fox, Kravtsov, Lemieux. So yeah, it's definitely going to be very busy offseason. Also, Alexander Georgiev. Now, I just want to see what he wants. He doesn't want too much. So we could actually lock him up as our backup for pretty cheap. So, now we're in free agency. We actually could offer some contracts. But since we're here, I think a guy who we're going to trade because he doesn't really, he doesn't fit where I want him to fit. And he's asking for way too much, obviously, because he had a sick year, is Ricardo Raquel. He's going to be gone. We're not going to be bringing him back. We'll either maybe trade him at the deadline or maybe trade him in the beginning of this next season. Now, Mika Zibanejad, I think we're going to offer him an extension. He wants 8 years at 8.6. He just wants 8.6. It's not really going anywhere. Now, 8 years, I don't know if I want to pay him until he's 36. I think I want like a 5-year deal. 5 years. That makes a lot of sense. I think I'm going to go 5 years at $8.5 million for Mika Zibanejad to continue to be our number 1 center, and hopefully we could get a +5 if we could find a power forward that really fits. So there's Mika Zibanejad. If you know me, I really like getting extensions done. So when it comes to free agents now, I don't think there's really a lot. There's nothing really a lot that I want to do. Now there are 3 defensemen that I actually offered contracts to. One of them is Zach Bagogen because he's a defensive defenseman. I offered him 1 year at $900K. Another one is a left-handed defenseman. Actually, 2 left-handed defensemen. I'm not mistaken. Mark Stahl. We offered him a 1-year deal. So these are just defensive defensemen that fit all our defensive lines. But I'm just hoping that they could give Adam Fox a +3 on the first line. So it's all a guessing game with them. And also, I offered another contract to, if I could find him, wherever the heck he went. I don't know where he went. But we did, I really don't know where he went. But we did offer a 1-year deal for Julius Honka. Some reason he's really cheap and he's a free agent. And maybe we could develop him into something. If he signs, because I only gave him $900K. He was asking for $1 million, but other teams might be interested. So let's just advance and see if these, because there's really nothing else I want to do in free agency. We don't really need, because we're just trying to develop the players we have, like Reinhardt, Nugent Hopkins, Hall, Mantha, Landeskog, a lot of good ones, but we don't need them. Good if we were maybe doing another team, for sure, but not, and plus we need to save all the money we could. So Mark Stahl is coming back. I like the idea that like you to be a go-to man for your team. Well, hopefully he gives Adam Fox +3. So Mark Stahl's back with the Rangers. Gave him a 1 year, $925,000. Zach Bagogen rejects, and Julius Honka rejects. So I kind of want Zach Bagogen. Even though he's a right-hand shot, I don't think it really matters. And Honka, if we could actually get him for, very cheap like that, why not, really? So if we could, where the heck is Honka? Highly. Here's Julius Honka. So he's 1.2. We gave him we'll give him 1-1. He's still going to be RFA. We could even try to trade his rights next year. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, Zach Bagogen, even Dougie Hamilton, Tyson Barrie. There's a lot of good free agents. Zach Bagogen, I want him 1.1 for 1 year. You know what? That is fine. We'll give him $1 million. Just like I said, he might not even fit, and we might deal him. But if they fit, they fit. Those are just two guys, him and Mark Stahl, that I'm just taking a guess on. Now, Mika Zibanejad has signed, what was it, a 5-year deal? 5 years worth $8.5 million. So we get Zibanejad locked up. So now, going through Trent Frederick, I guess it's on the trading block for some reason. Gauthier, no, I don't want to trade Gauthier. Zach Bagogen signs with the Rangers, and Julius Honka signs with the Rangers. Now, Julius Honka might not fit because he is a two-way. He actually might fit playing with maybe Jacob Trouba, but I really don't know. Maybe he fits on the top line with some reason Adam Fox. So I think that's all the moves we're going to make. Now, taking a look at other contract extensions. Ricardo Raquel looks like we're going to trade him. Adam Fox wants one. Now, Adam Fox wants 4.9 for 6 years, which isn't a bad price. But I'm thinking we should hold off for now. Because do we try to give him 3 years at 5.45? Because I really want to see what Tony DeAngelo wants. Because Tony DeAngelo is really someone who I'm very worried about. So Tony DeAngelo's up to he was 87, now he just dropped to an 86. Kreider's up to an 86. Panarin's up to a 92. And same thing with Capo, and Trouba went down, and we have to try to get Trouba maybe more involved. Same thing with Kako. I'm going to wait on him too. He wants 7. For some reason he'll go 2 years at $4 million. It was at 7. Whoa! Now he'll go $6 million for 4 years. Because before, when I was looking, it was 2 years at 6. Do we want to give him 4 years at 6, or do we want to go 2 at 4? Give him a bridge deal at 2, but we get him for 4 years at 6. I say let's go 4 years for 6. That's actually a really good price for Kako. I will do that. So Kako. If we get him at a good price, that'll save us a little money the next couple of years. And I'm hoping we have enough money for DeAngelo, because I know DeAngelo's going to be asking for PK Subban for the Rangers. No, we don't have the cap hit. Tony DeAngelo, our goaltending elite goalie who we drafted for Subban. I wouldn't mind Subban, but we just don't have the cap hit for that. So Kako resigns. I'm quite happy about the amount. I gave him a suit up last year. I'm hoping for more of the same. So 4 years at $6 million, $24 million, not bad whatsoever. Now I think the rest of the contracts I'm going to hold off of. Some other guys we could still sign. Adam Fox, of course, I want to see. Plus, if we hold off, Vitaly Kravtsov, we could actually sign him to a really cheap deal, just because he hasn't cracked the NHL yet. But I want to see really where he fits, and then maybe we could get him on a cheap deal for like 3 years. And then if he's producing, that'll save us a lot of money. So I am going to sim to next season. Here is the lineup for now. We still kind of have the same top 6 as before. Lafreniere's up to a plus 85. Kreider we're going to keep center just because he fits well. And he's got 70 faceoffs. He did, Panarin's growing. We're going to keep Buchnevich at the top line. Like I said, we might not have him after this year. We could put Panarin with Zibanejad, and they get a plus 3, but we might want to have Panarin plus 5 along with Lafreniere. It's pretty insane. Kako fits. I just think for this, we would have to find a power forward that really fits the first line to get this first line of plus 5. Obviously, the ones we have don't really give that. Let me just see if Julien Gauthier maybe gives it. But if that's not the case, maybe we go out and find one. I don't really know. Frederick, I don't really know if he's going to be playing there. But we're gonna trade Ricardo Raquel. I might actually just trade him right now. We still need to find a playmaker to go along with Hedl on this third line. I mean, about all the playmakers, I think Brendan Lemieux or Vitaly Kravtsov kind of fits the best. So if we want Kravtsov, I don't know. We need to find a playmaker. So maybe we could. I don't really know what to do with Raquel. I don't know if maybe I should wait on it, and I'll scout out some players and we could possibly trade for him. That's what I might do. I'm going to trade him right now. Let's just see. I also want to see if Tony DeAngelo wants an extension. And Raquel's value is ridiculous. Wow. And he's super cheap too. So for a team for 1 year, so Jeff Petrie, Patrick Nemeth. Okay, no. It's definitely not one of those trades, but we could definitely use him to get basically anybody. And if we find the right guy to play in that third line and possibly get a draft pick too, that is also good too. Also, I didn't actually show you the defense, but the power plays and penalty kills I haven't added yet. I just want to show you so defense. I just accept the fact that I'm not going to get a +5 or +3 with Adam Fox, so we're just going to let him go. We're going to let him play. He might not play the best, but he still will probably get 40-something points. Tony DeAngelo, Ryan Lindgren, +5 on the top line. We have Keandre Miller and Trouba, +3 on the. This is a sick bottom pair. I can't. We could put Adam Fox with Jacob Trouba, but put Mark Stahl with him. It's still. We aren't able to find a defensive defenseman who just fits our top line. That's really our problem, because we could get a +3 if we found one. We'll still be on the lookout, but whatever. Goaltenders are the same. So let's just see if Tony DeAngelo wants an extension so we get an idea of what he's looking for. Doesn't want one yet. Let me just see. Adam Fox, yes, still wants one, but I don't know if I want to pay him that if he kind of has a down year. So he might even bump his price down to 3. Vitaly Kravtsov, he does want an extension. He is pretty cheap. Obviously, we could try to get him signed, but I'd have to find a playmaker to play alongside of and Brent Lemieux gets signed for rather cheap. And goalies, I think Georgiev should be rather cheap. Also, yes, so it's really just Tony DeAngelo I'm really worried about. Other guys we have locked up, Kako, Savanage, and all that. So I'm going to be on the lookout for possibly a playmaker to play on that third line, and also on the lookout for a defenseman who fits our top line. Bagogen didn't. Stahl, they do, but they didn't give the +3 with Fox. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Next episode, we will probably sim up to the deadline and maybe go through the deadline. Maybe we might even do the whole season sim. So I'll see you guys in the next one.